Hi guys, Olive here. Today I am here to bring you a discussion video here at the end of Nonfiction November. I wanted to take a moment to thank all of you guys for participating in Nonfiction November. I have watched as many TBRs and recommendation videos as I could possibly find around BookTube, and I'm starting to think that one of my underlying motives of co-hosting this challenge is just to get recommendations off of all you guys. I will be talking more about what exactly I read during the month of November in my wrap-up, which will be my next video. It's been a weird month, and given everything that's going on in the world stage, I think it's a very important month to discuss the value of nonfiction. I think it's important for us as a community to talk about what all reading gives us. Is reading just for pleasure, or is it about more than that? Given that this is a community that does mainly focus on fiction, we all, of course, know the value of fiction. It makes us more empathetic by putting us into someone else's mindset. It shows us differing viewpoints the same way. It can transport us to different times and places. And of course, fiction is great for escapism, which I think we've all needed some of this month. We all know that reading is great for pleasure. It's fun. We enjoy doing it. Of course, we're all readers here. But I feel like reading nonfiction gives us all of those things and more. So one of the main reasons why we hosted Nonfiction November was to show people that reading nonfiction can be just as pleasurable. And of course, we were hoping that people got an insight as to why we feel it is so important to read nonfiction. For me, nonfiction is about learning more about things that I didn't know about before. It's about exposing me to new ideas and new concepts, making me more educated about the world, making me confront biases I didn't know I had. Reading nonfiction makes me a more well-informed citizen, something that is especially important right now. Every time I read a good piece of nonfiction, it's not just reading for pleasure, but it's experiencing the joy of learning. I think it is infinitely valuable to not only experience the joy of learning while you're reading, but being able to take that learning out into the world once you're done reading that book. We get tons of lessons from fiction, but nonfiction is a little bit different in that it is teaching you about specific things here in our real world. There are also added bonuses to reading nonfiction. I am a much better invitee to dinner parties. I am an endless supply of, oh yeah, I read a book about that. Did you know? Insert fact here. It makes me a better future Jeopardy contestant. It gives me endless answers to the interview question of who would you like to have dinner with, dead or alive, that expand beyond my immediate family. Also, reading nonfiction gives me ample opportunities to annoy my husband with, hey, did you know? At all hours of the night. But of course, the first set of reasons are the more important ones. So this being the last day of Nonfiction November, I really did just want to have a quick check-in. I want to know your reasons for reading nonfiction. I want to know if you maybe learned anything about yourself as a nonfiction reader over the course of November. Are you planning on reading any more nonfiction with what's left of 2016? Are you including it in your reading plans for 2017? What are your favorite books that you read during Nonfiction November? I'd love to hear about it here in my comments section. I'd love to hear about it on the Goodreads group for Nonfiction November, which is still up and running. I've had a wonderful time reading a bunch of nonfiction and hearing you guys talk about nonfiction, and I of course want to keep that conversation going. Thank you all so much again for your participation. It has really meant a lot to me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.